Welcome back to the channel. It's our first of our used EV review series, and it's the Volvo XC40. We're going to be talking about what you need to look out for, questions you need to ask the dealer that you're buying it from. This was gotten from Spirit Volvo, so thanks very much for them to lending this to me for a couple of days just to run through and re-familiarize myself with it, because we've had it on the channel when it was brand new, but this is a couple of years old. It's got a couple of kilometers on it as well. And so we're going to run through the outside, the inside, take it out for a drive. But as we're going through it, we're going to be thinking about it in the sense of what questions to ask and what to look out for when you're thinking about purchasing a used Volvo XC40. So let's get started. What I like about the Volvo XC40, soon to be called the EX40, so the rebadging is going to start happening very soon, if not already, depending on where you're watching this video, is that it hasn't aesthetically really changed much. There was a kind of a mild refresh, and it would be here, so it doesn't have that lip that you see here. It's much smoother on the current Volvo XC40 Recharge, but this is one way that you're going to know that it's the first generation model. So this came in a combustion. It comes in a combustion, comes in a hybrid, and it also comes in a full electric vehicle. And you'll notice the full electric vehicle with the closed off grille. You've got this is the ultimate trim here in Ireland, is what they called it. I'm not sure in the market that you're going to be watching this in what else. It's got the fog lights in underneath. It's got the sensors. And it does have a frunk. Let me show you the frunk. Single pull. It's actually not bad, actually. And then the levers here. Lots of space inside there. So sometimes you'll get charging cables. Handy if I had it in frame. Sometimes you'll get charging cables, and so some people put their charging cables inside in that. But yeah, I think stylistically, I think it looks really good. I've always liked the design of it. Got that Thor's hammer. This comes on 20-inch wheels. And so again, when you're buying used, double check the cost to replace the tires. These kind of extra stuff, that day-to-day running costs, etc., and the what's the cost to change, etc. So these are 235 4520s on the front and 255 4520s on the rear, so they're wider. Another difference between the Gen 1 and the Gen 2 on the Volvo is this generation is front wheel drive, and the newest generation is rear wheel drive, so a difference in the driving dynamics. This one also has a 69 kilowatt hour gross battery, 67 usable. So obviously buying used, you're looking out for your dings and your scrapes, and it's nice that they have the recharge up on the C-pillar. This one has the sunroof, the opening sunroof, but in all black. Looks really, really well. I like it. It's got the retractable wing mirrors. It's got the indicators built in. Some really nice shape and nice styling to it. Charging up to 11 kilowatt on AC. And so on public or three-phase workplace, out and about, and on DC, it goes up to 136, I think it is. And so 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes. Down along the back then, you've got your high-level brake lamp. You've got a good big wiper. You've got Spirit badging on that there. You've got the XC40 badging down this side. So this is going to change to the EX40 in 2024. You've got your large Volvo, but it's essentially going to be the same shape. And then you will have the Recharge badging. Now, the confusion at the moment between full electric and plug-in hybrid in Volvo land is everything is called Recharge, where that's all changing to the EX, etc., etc. So you'll get that badge on the plug-in hybrid as well. Power tail lift. Over 400 litres of a boot, good size. And it's a 40-60 split with a ski hatch, and it's got some nice touches like the ability to put up that divider. And you've got in the boot here, you've got your charging cable. So this is your Type 2 charging cable. Again, when you're buying used, you're making sure at a minimum it comes with this. Ideally, if you can get the domestic 3-pin socket charger as well, or affectionately known as the granny charger, the granny cable. Sometimes it comes with them, sometimes it doesn't, but you can see this is in good condition. It's got the shopping bag hooks in here, It's got your LED, your little light, your more tie-off points down here. Yeah, nice. And oh, let me just show you this up here. It has the ability to open, close, and it also has the close and lock in the rear of the Volvo XC40 used EV review. So you've got your electronic windows. You've got some nice, this is a black on black on black, so very much, but this is the ultimate trim. So you have leather on the sides and you've got your velour Alcantara in the middle, 2 Isofix in the rear, and they're covered, nice little cover down here, clip up and down. Now because this is based on a combustion engine vehicle, it does have a transmission tunnel. So the middle passenger is going to be kind of tight, if at all. But it does have a third headrest that you can pop up there. And then you have your pop down. And then you've got your armrest. And you've got your access into the boot, but that's only accessible from the rear. You can't get into it from here. But yeah, let's see the set from me. I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters, so legs no problem, feet in underneath no problem at all. It's great height. And then actual head height, that's me on the headrest, 2-3 centimeters, so good. What else have we got around here? In the center console you have a 12 volt, if I can bring my camera down, so 12 volt down here, and you've got heated seats. Nice in the ultimate trim. You have your little vents in the rear. And then you've got some coat hooks in the B-pillar. Here, your light, touch sensitive. That gorgeous pano sunroof with the blind, and it opens. And we're going to be moving up to the dash here now. This particular model that we're in today has nearly 70,000 kilometers on it. It's in great nick. Really, really good. And for such a dark car, it also, with that sunroof, decent side mirrors, good, you know. So things to be thinking about as you're going to go for used: service history, the warranty cover. So depending on your market will dictate how long the actual vehicle is warranted, how long the battery is warranted, and that will usually come in either a time duration, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, whatever it may be, and or mileage. So double check, depending on the market that you're in, what the specifications are. So this is 2 years old, 70,000 kilometers, which is double the average here in Ireland, but still within warranty. But you're asking those questions. Also, you're asking how often are the service intervals or the safety check intervals, because in an electric vehicle, you need to understand what the cadence is, what the cost is, and understanding what exactly are they doing for that. And going to the main dealer within warranty is very important, because it'll make sure that the warranty is kept. So double check, listen, is it still in warranty? What do I need to do to keep it in warranty? Is there any way of me extending that warranty? When you're buying used EVs, there's other options as well. Make sure you're thinking about home chargers. Some dealers will have a connection with a installer. Also, they might have a connection with certain electricity providers. So there's lots of things to think about when you're going used. Pre-owned, as they say in Volvo land. But this one is, as I said, it's in great connection. Let's go up the front. Child locks, brilliant. This is the second time I've done this. So with child locks, I need to go all the way over here and then press this one. Unlock the actual car itself. Now. On the door with the ultimate trim here, you got Harman Kardon speakers, some nice silver, good door handles. This one has the memory presets too, and you've got all the electronics down underneath here. So you've got your center lock, and you've got the ability to change your side mirrors. You've got your 4 electronic, and then you've got the ability to lock the windows and the doors in the rear, like what just happened to me. Good size door pocket. Yeah. How wide does it open at the rear? Getting child seats in and out. Good. Good. You've got the recharge sill cover down here. electronic seats with lumbar support. And you can see the wear and tear has been, for 70,000 kilometers, very, very good. You've got your silver brake pedal and accelerator. You've got your headlight. You've got your the ability to open the boot. Let's get it out of the chilly Dunleary Harbour morning. When I saw the Volvo XC40 first, I really liked these gloss black. Really nice. This one doesn't have a head-up display. And you can see we're at 70%. Harman Kardon up in the front. In the head unit, we've got, I'm going to go through everything now. Your reading lights, your SOS button, and your on-call button. So the digital driver display, your battery percentage, what temperature is it outside, 10 degrees outside here today. And if you want to see where the odo is, the odometer, just press that central button here on the side. And let me zoom in here and you can see what's actually on this one. Ooh. So you can see at the bottom, it's got the odometer, 69,302. For the last 284 kilometers, it's been achieving 21 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers. And on a 67 kilowatt hour battery, just over 300 kilometers of real world range. In my last 2.3 kilometers, it's going to be very high because I just started and just going around. I'm not building up enough time to get that down, but you can also reset that manual tripometer. Then on the screen, another thing I really like, let me zoom out, about the Volvo XC40 is it's Google Android Automotive built in to the actual car itself. So connect your device, you've got the maps function. So with maps, you're going to have to go into settings and turn on location. You won't have to do this every time now once you're set up. Just the fact that I've not signed into my account on this car, but you can actually sign into your Google account and it'll know your home and it'll know your work, but it has everything here. And the beauty of it is we know that the battery is at 69%. So if we go to O'Connell Street in Dublin, what it will do is it will show you that I'm starting at 60, I'll be there at 64% on arrival. And then if I return home, I'll be back at 58%. So it starts to understand the battery and where you're going, what you're doing, and it'll show you the actual, the beauty of Google built into the actual maps. Not every car does this. Volvo did this very well. Aircon, we look at that next. On this model, you have heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone climate control. Everything's so easy to use. You've got your apps down here, and another good thing about Google being built in, it's over-the-air updates. So even though this car is 2 years old, it already has the YouTube integration, which didn't come with this car at the start. So you have maps and YouTube, you've got your Bluetooth and radio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, wireless, Google Assistant, your range assistant, your car status, and then your maps. And then down here on the right-hand side is your settings. And then you can go to System. And then you can see the last update was for security was on the 1st of October. Software update, you can go in and actually check it for updates. Software update up to date. So version 2.14.3, and you can go into the actual update and see when was this last update. So the 15th of April 2024. So this car came out, or this car was sold in 2021 in Ireland, and it's gotten updates already to 2024. So good. To see that. What else have we got? You've got driving going on here. So you've got standard and off-road, pilot assist or speed limiter, lane keeping aid, one pedal driving iOS, and then steering feel firm. So lots of options there. Charging limits, you can set it up. You have the sound optimization where you want it in the car. You have your connectivity, your Bluetooth and your wireless and your car data. So just check the, with the car sim data, check how long that's on the actual vehicle that you're purchasing if you're looking at used, to see if there's a length of time as to that connectivity, your control, your wipers, etc., etc. It's got an interesting feature here from the front seat. You can actually drop the rear. So when I press this, let me turn on the rear camera. You can see the seats behind me. It'll drop down the two either side. No, it doesn't drop them back up again. Wiper service position, like it's all there. You've got your volume control and your radio functions down here, but you've got your physical buttons, hazards, heated front D-screen demister, rear demister. You've got two USB Type-Cs, you've got your cigarette, you've got your Qi wireless charging pad down here, you've got two cup holders, the key, again buying used, see if you can get, is there a second key with it? This is its hazard warning button, where if you want to identify where the car is parked, and then on the other side then you have your lock, your unlock, and your power tail lift. That's the Volvo key. You've got your drive selector, you push forward for drive, or sorry, reverse, you pull back for reverse neutral drive, and then P for park. Got a little holder here for, again, if you want to put a phone or something in there, the key potentially. You've got a little trash can, which is down in here, and then, so it's a separate unit, and then you've got your glove box. Doesn't move, but nice stitching going on in it here. Oh, there is ISOFIX on the front of this car. I thought there was only two in the rear. There you go. Learn something new every day. You also have your glove box. Yeah, and on the other side you have the ability to lock and unlock, and you've got your driver screen. No memory on the passenger. Another thing that we have to be conscious of is, because it's a used EV with nearly 70,000 kilometers, getting a state of health report on the battery. So I was able to do that with Spirit Volvo, and this one has a state of health of 95%. So it's done nearly 4 years worth of driving, and it's still at 95% worth of battery health. So you can start to work out, okay, this had we talked about it earlier on, 67 kilowatt hour gross, sorry, 69 kilowatt hour gross, with 67 of that usable. And so 95% of that, take 5% off that, so that brings you down a bit. And now you know that it's roughly 2021 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers on how it was driven for the last couple of kilometers, 250 kilometers. But once you start driving it, your driving style, you can start working out, okay, I know the size of my battery because I have the report, but also how I drive, then you can start to work out the real world range. And again, things to think about when you're going with a used EV. That's pretty much the inside. This has heated steering wheel, heated seat. I can see the seat is coming on for me there now. Actually, speaking of the steering wheel, I'll just bring up on the left-hand side, you've got your cruise control, limiter, distance to car in front. And then on the right-hand side, you've got your voice control, your menu on the screen, and your up, down, left, right navigation with your select. Up on the actual screen itself, you can see we can change it to blank. You can bring in the Google Maps in here as well. So if you wanted to do something else on the screen, you could still have your Google Maps coming up. Left-hand side is your kilometers. Right-hand side is state of the actual car, power, charge, reverse neutral. That is the interior and exterior of the Volvo XC40. Let's take it out for a drive. With the Volvo XC40, it's keyless entry, keyless start. So there is no actual physical button. The button's in the actual seat itself. Just going to run through some stats before we take it out for a quick drive. Acceleration on the Volvo XC40 was never one of its weaknesses. It's 0 to 107.4 seconds. Top speed of 160 kilometers with an electric. Real world range is at about 300 kilometers. WLTP is, I think it's about 400 and something. Total power, it's 170 kilowatts electric motor on the front axle, giving you 231 PS or 330 newton meters of torque. The Volvo XC40 is also a very safe car. It's got a Euro NCAP of 5 stars. So it's keyless entry, keyless start. You have a button in the seat that activates to let it know that you're sitting in the car. You just pull it back for drive and away we go. A lovely, lovely car. Lovely size steering wheel, great power. Suspension is good, not too firm. Seating position is good. And with that one pedal driving, chef's kiss. Really good. As a used EV option, there's very few flaws with the Volvo XC40. Efficiency could be a bit better, yes. Space in the rear could be a small bit bigger, yes. But if it suits you. If the range works for you and you don't need that, you're not carrying big adults in the rear, the boot is a good size, there's enough power, the build quality, the over-the-air updates from Google, the warranty. Yeah, I like the Volvo XC40 as a used EV option. And the fact that it hasn't dated much externally, very eagle-eyed would spot the grille front on it, but a lot of people don't even realise that it's changed. It's so subtle. On the rear, you've got the badging going to change with the new version as well, from XC40 to EX40. So X denotes the SUV world of Volvo, because you have the C40 as well, which is the coupe version. Yeah, good. Jump into the comments and let me know what you think. Have you purchased one brand new? What did you like about it? Have you purchased one new, used? How are you finding it? If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks again to Spirit Motor Group and to Spirit Volvo in Sandyford here in Dublin, Ireland, for lending me the car for a couple of days to review. And there's going to be more of these reviews on the channel for used EVs, because it's great covering all the new stuff, but as used EVs now starting to come into the market, a lot of people are asking me, what do I think of this, what do I think of that, what should I look out for? And hopefully in this video we've given you some understanding as to battery state of health, warranty cover, what's the cost of a service, set of tyres, things that you need to think about. Can you charge at home? You can run an electric vehicle off public charging. It's just a bit more expensive depending on the market that you're in. Ideally, when you are able to charge it at home, you can pick the tariff that suits your lifestyle and the electric vehicle. Some people are lucky enough to charge at work with a subsidised rate or free rate. Hopefully you've enjoyed that look around the used EV, which is the Volvo XC40 this time. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, leave a comment below, and remember, if you think an EV is for you, leave it to me and I'll review. Thank you very much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to enjoy that video too.